Hello and welcome to this week's newsletter. After a busy week here at Galston Golf Club, we've got a couple of competitions to get through. We've also got a bit of tour news, and we've also got my strategy clip this week on the fifth hole. So that'll come later on. But this week we'll start with Galston Golf Club competition news, shall we? Yeah, so we'll go straight into that. And we'll go into last Wednesday's ladies divisional medal, where Jules Harwood won Division 1 with a fine net 73. In Division 2, Jeanette Heatherton won with a net 79, beating Sheena Emmerich on countback. And in Division 3, Beryl Frothington won with a net 72, armed with her new golf club. So well done, Beryl. Looks like they're starting to pay off. Well done for you. And then Sunday we had the mixed monthly medal on Sunday morning, where Jamie Chisholm, well done Jamie, fresh off coming back from being away with work, he won with a net 72, had a lesson as soon as he got back, and he was absolutely striping it. So that's good to see that's continued onto the golf course, because we always know that doesn't sometimes happen, doesn't it? But well done Jamie, good net 72 in tough conditions on Sunday. That was Ben Lutie second with a net 73. In Division 2, Andy Whithames won with a net 72. Well done Andy, good golf that, tough day like I said. Darren Cook came second with a net 73. And Division 3, Jack Moyes won with a net 69. Well done Jack, best score of the day. Very good golf that, to break net 70 in those conditions. Well played. Steve Stone came second with a net 73. Also on Sunday, the juniors had their autumn Stapleford, where Louis Bayfield won the 18 hole with 37 points, beating Sam Hunter into second. And in the 9 hole, Max Farman won. Well done Max. He got 21 points for 9 holes, and he beat Gilly Warnoff on countback with 21 points. So well done Max. That was Max's first win, so that was nice to see. He had a big beaming smile, and well deserved Max, because you really do concentrate and work hard on your golf, as you do it as well, Louis. You know that anyway. But well done to all the winners this week. In tour news, we had a couple of good winners on the European tour. Thomas Peters won. He held on in Portugal to win for the first time in a couple of years. Ex-Ryder Cupper 2016, wasn't it, over in Hazeltine? The team didn't really do very well over there, but he was the star of the show. Well, he's never really kicked on with his career. He's a bit hot-tempered, but he won over in Portugal there. That was good to see. And on the PGA Tour, Victor Hovland won, the European Ryder Cup star, who did play well in this Ryder Cup, has been in good form. He won again, second year running, over in Mexico, the Mayakoba Classic. He won that quite comfortably by 4 or 5 shots, and was very impressive. Such a good ball striker, Victor Hovland. Another one of these lads that likes to kind of bow the left wrist at the top of the backswing, keep it bowed into the ball, so he doesn't have to flip or manipulate the club face too much. Works very much on keeping that club face stable and trying to hit a nice fade into it. Superb ball striking he is. He's one of the best ball strikers on tour. So yes, he won on the PGA Tour. On the Ladies European Tour, they played over in Saudi Arabia, where Lydia Ko won for the second time there. She's not quite reaching the heights that she did a few years ago when just a teenager. She was winning major championships, but she's working her way back to the top of the game, and she won on the Ladies European Tour in Saudi Arabia. There was no tournament on the LPGA Tour, but I think that's back again next week. In shop news, continuing to get busy with Christmas orders. Remember what I said a couple of weeks ago, try and get your orders in as soon as possible. Delivery is going to be a bit of a problem over the next month or so, plus the fact obviously stock issues who are still recovering from the pandemic. So if you've got something in mind, just come and check whether we got stock of it or whether we can get stock, because it is a bit hit and miss at the moment. If you're not sure what you want, you can always get shops for the vouchers. Vouchers for the shop, or vouchers for lessons. We do plenty of different lesson packages that you can have a nice Christmas gift voucher to give to a loved one. We can tailor those packages to suit your needs. Obviously, we have our standard packages that are on the website, but if you want something different, then just come and speak to us. We do 3 lesson packages, 6 lesson packages, playing lesson packages, monthly packages. You name it, we can tailor those packages to suit your needs. So come and speak to us in the shop, and we can talk about lessons going forward over the next few months, because now is probably a good time to get a few lessons in, especially if you want to revamp your swing a little bit, because it can take a bit of time, a bit of work, a bit of practice away from the golf course to try and ingrain those new techniques. So now's a good time to start with a bit of a winter project to get your game in order, ready for the spring. But come and speak to me, we'll have a chat about your game and we'll go from there. In other shop news, we've started to do teas and coffees and hot chocolates in the shop again. We stopped doing them as the pandemic, and we didn't want to breathe all over the germs, all over the coffees and teas. But we started doing them again now. We've all been double jammed, so we're all pretty safe, waiting for our boosters. So we've started to do those again. Only when the halfway hut is closed can we do the hot drinks though. So if the halfway hut is closed, so I think Simon opens the halfway hut Thursday to Sunday, which opens at 10 o'clock, I think, doesn't it? So the rest of the week we can do hot drinks out of the shop, but we don't want to clash with Simon and what he does. Plus the fact they are just for the golf course only, they are not for the patio or in the clubhouse. But if you fancy a hot drink before you go and play or halfway round, then pop us and see us. We can get you a hot chocolate, a nice hot coffee, or a nice hot tea. Hello and welcome to this week's little strategy. And this week we're on the 5th hole. Okay, so tough par 4 this one, especially with that left to right wind. Yeah, the prevailing wind is southwesterly. Does make the hole downwind most of the time, but it's that left to right westerly part that makes it very tricky, especially with the beach on the left hand side. So let's just turn the camera around and let's take a look at it. So looking at our sign here, we can see 383 yards, par 4, okay. So for me, on a calm day like today, it's a very damp, dreary day today, I'll be just hitting 3 wood up, okay. And 3 wood pretty much takes that bunker on the left-hand side out of play off the white tees, yeah, okay. Makes the fairway that bit wider. But ultimately, what we've got to do down here is aim left. We've got the whole, and I mean literally the whole of the Great British Isles to the left of this hole, so there is no excuse to go right over the cliff. So I often quite aim at that left hand bunker and hit it towards that, knowing the breeze will push it back in the middle of the fairway. Or even a lot of the times I finish left of that left hand bunker. I can probably count on the times on one hand I've gone over the cliff, yeah, just because I aim so far left. So strategic down here, you know, you guys with the left to right shape on your shot with that fade and with that left to right wind, you can almost aim at the bushes on the 4th in front of the 4th tee to get the ball sloping back, yeah, because the ball generally is not going to stay there. So we must aim left. We have got no excuse to go over the right hand side here, yeah. Like I say to everybody, we've got the whole of the Great British Isles to the left. No excuse for going right. So here's my ball, just short of that bunker on the left hand side as planned, okay, and it leaves me about 145 yards into the hole. Flags on the front, so probably about 140 yards, which is a nice 8 on narrow green. Now for you shorter hitters out there, you've got to avoid that bunker, which is kind of 30-40 yards short of the green. We don't want to be in that bunker 30-40 yards short of the green, because as we said about the first hole, that is nasty. The hardest shot in golf generally is that 50-40 30-yard bunker shot, so we want to avoid that. So you either want to lay up short or get over it, yeah, okay, but don't go in it. You know, you could either hit a 7-iron short and right and just pitch it on from there, play it as a 3-shotter. Most of you, stroke index 8, will get a shot on this hole, so it is a par 5 effectively for you anyway, yeah? So avoid that bunker on the left-hand side at all costs, and obviously we do not want to go anywhere near that cliff. Now for me, 140 yards is a nice, smooth 8-iron. Up on the green, no real thrills around the green, just a couple of deep bunkers to avoid. Just requires a nice straight second shot into the green or third shot. I always find this green putts a little bit faster than the rest, just because it's one of the most exposed greens. Generally a very flat green, not much break to it, but because it's next to the cliff, there's not much to shelter it. I would always find it gets a little bit dry and a bit quick due to the wind coming off the cliffs there or coming from the west there. Okay, right, that's everything for this week. Thanks very much for watching, and I hopefully look forward to seeing you all soon. Again, if you ever want any help with your strategy on the golf course, then please come and book yourself a playing lesson. The afternoons now are perfect. It's like millionaires golf out here this afternoon. So any time sort of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon for a playing lesson will be perfect timing, although preferably a bit brighter than a day. Right, thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.